What do you think of the new Pokemon FireRed LeafGreen release for Switch and Switch 2 news that dropped in the last 24 hours?
Did they seriously not put a space between two different words?
Fred.
So this is the Colton edition.
And that's just a good joke. And LeafGreen, yeah.
I don't know. What are they? Are they games? Are they the same game again?
Pokemon FireRed version.
Capture wild Pokemon and recapture the nostalgic feel of the Game Boy Advance system. When the Pokemon FireRed version and LeafGreen version games return for the first time in over 20 years on the Nintendo Switch, also playable on Switch 2, just in time for Pokemon Day. There's a lot to unpack here. In these Nintendo Switch versions of the 2004 remakes of the first Pokemon games, Red and Pokemon Green. So this is sorry. These are just so I understand.
Halfway to Skyrim right now.
For your toaster.
These are remakes of remakes.
It's a $20 GBA game, and every language is a unique listing on the eShop. So
you really do have to catch them all.
Emulators win again, I guess. There's like no way this is not one of the most easily emulatable games ever.
I don't know, man.
I've never done it, but I have to imagine it's like brain dead easy.
Pokemon Blue Master Race. That's all I have to say about that. Never cared about red or green. Sorry.
There's another Pokemon comment here somewhere.
Green wasn't like you're talking about the previous era.
Oh, I'm talking about like original Game Boy.
Yeah. Wasn't green like not a North American thing? I thought it was like Japan only or something.
Maybe. All I know is Pokemon
Blue. Is that
Blue
a weird rumor?
Is the only Pokemon game I ever played. And from every conversation that I've had with a Pokemon fan about it,
that was the right choice.
They were like, yep, you had the experience.
Yep, good job.
And I played it on a Game Boy Color emulator. So I like got to see it in color, I think. Or was it? I don't know. It doesn't really matter.
You don't even need...
My nostalgia glasses say it was in color.
Sure.
It might not have been.
You're right. Green was Japan only. Yeah, okay.
Cool.
So for us, it was just red and blue. And then yellow came out and that was like weird and... Yeah.
Grellwing says real Chads played yellow. But like yellow wasn't out yet, so I was just too OG for yellow, so...
That's why I said it was weird. Red and blue were first.
Whatever.
I still have my cartridge of blue.
Nice. Solid blue homies.
Yeah.
I got a follow-up Pokemon question for you both.
Seriously?
I think. Yeah, well, I mean, you might as well have two. Everybody seems to be caring about Pokemon today.
Yeah, what's going on?
Luke, do you like Pokemon? I think you like Pokemon.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Wancho. Question for Luke. What is your favorite Pokemon? Are you looking forward to any potential announcements for the series' 30th anniversary?
No, I'm not looking forward to any potential announcements. I know that might suck, but like, I don't tend to like the mainline games anymore. I actually don't even like the game that I play. I think Pokemon Go is just like objectively a pretty bad game, other than the fact that it tends to usually incentivize going outside. And there's so few things that do that on your phone. And I think that is super, super cool. Gamifying going outside is fantastic.
While you finish this up, I got to go use water gun.
Sounds good. But the concepts around how the PvP works, I think are terrible. I think the rating system is in a lot of ways really bad. I think the max battle system is terrible. I think how they deal with catching, especially things that you technically paid money for in some way, is horrible. I think their event management is just trash. Like in so many ways, it's a terrible, terrible game that sucks. It's one of the reasons why when people are like, oh, you have to have remote rating because of like people who are immobilized. It's like, okay, I would highly recommend playing anything else because it's a terrible game. I guess I'm supposed to look over here. Sorry. If you're stuck at home, there's like near infinite other things that you could play that are just better. Like, you don't need to spend money, an extra amount of money to be able to play from your couch, to be able to play a bad game from your couch. The only good thing about Pokemon Go is that it gets you outside and that it gets you moving. So if you can't do one or either of those things, just play a better game. I would highly recommend playing just a definitely better game. That's my main stance there. The mainline Pokemon games, I bought whatever it's called, Scarlet or something. Oh man. Because I bought it, I've been kind of like forcing myself to play when I play on my Switch. It's starting to get better. The beginning was really, really slow, and it's starting to get a little bit better, but still it's like, I don't know. It is different. It's an open world game in a more real way than the original Pokemon was. I don't think they're that great. Hot take, I love ZA. I haven't played those ones. Haven't played a ton of them. I don't have really great takes on it. But anyways, in terms of announcements, I'm not particularly excited. I think people in the indie scene that are making semi-rip-off things are doing a much better job with the Pokemon IP than Pokemon is. I think that game, Poke MMO or whatever that was a long time ago, where you could play in your browser and it was like an MMO of FireRed or something. No idea. And you could see all these trainers around on the map. I'm wondering if Full Plane Chat's going to correct me on the name. But there was a pixel art game of Pokemon that was an MMO that I believe was in your browser. And that was like super cool and really fun and really hype, and then Pokemon killed it. Pal World was like a really interesting take on Pokemon that was actually really fun. Multiplayer in the same world. Wow, how has that not really been a thing? Having your Pokemon be able to like work with you to build things, like super cool. I think an actually official one for Pokemon would have been way better, and not having the guns and stuff, I think would have legitimately been better. I think Pal World needed to do stuff like that in order to not infringe too much. So hooray, that was definitely the right choice. But I would prefer to just play a first party one that was actually well made, but none of them exist. But yeah, people are saying Poke MMO. So yeah, apparently that. Let me see if I can find it. Poke MMO. What if there's still more? Oh, they have a website still. What the heck? Are they still alive? Wild. I thought they got like banned off of the everything. But yeah, like these experiences made by others have been better. So no, I'm not particularly interested about announcements. Favorite Pokemon? Kadabra. My reason for that was I never traded back in the day when I had my Pokemon Blue. I think we didn't have a link cable or something. I don't remember. But never really traded. And I remember above Misty's gym, you cross the bridge, you go to the left, and then you come back down. There's this patch of grass. And if you go up and up and up and up, up and down, 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 my brother told me you could catch an Abra in there. So I would go do that, and I would finally catch an Abra. And then if you do the old brutal EXP trick where you have to send the Abra out first and then swap out to something that can tank it, and you eventually get a Kadabra, that Kadabra will just hard carry you for like the entire game. Kadabra is sick in those old games. I found a lot of the Pokemon that you either needed to trade to evolve or that you had to get in weird ways were some of my favorite ones, like Gyarados, getting that Magikarp from the guy who thinks he's scamming you, and then you turn into a Magikarp, fantastic Pokemon. Kadabra, Machoke, Graveler.
Why do you
Pokemon
keep
like
going
that.
for like
Really
mid-tier
liked.
evolutions of these?
I was just
Alakazam?
explaining because I think we didn't have a link cable or something. So we couldn't trade to... Those ones required a trade to evolve. It was the only way to do it.
You could get a Machamp.
No. I don't think so.
No,
Am I wrong?
could. I'm pretty sure.
I thought you had to trade it.
By the way, weren't you going to ask me if it was very effective?
Was it very effective?
It was very effective. Super effective, even.
Very good. Very good. He went.
Am I wrong? They were trade only?
Water gun. Trade only. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I must just remember fighting them or something. In fairness to me, this was like 25 years ago.
You would
or
have fought
something.
them. I think there's a gym leader that has them or something.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, Machoke, you needed to trade in order to get him a champ. But then it would just give the Machamp to the other person. Yeah, you could trade it back, but like, I don't know. Kadabra, in order to get Alakazam, you had to trade. In order to get Golem, you had to trade a Graveler. Those are the three that I really remember. Yeah, the other really cool one. Oh yeah, Gengar. That's why Haunter's my favorite one out of that chain. Is because to get Gengar, you had to trade. So I always really liked Haunter. That's why my one laptop was called Haunter and not Gengar. It's because Haunter's my favorite one because I was never able to trade up. And Haunter's also incredibly powerful in those games because Ghost is just like immune to a ton of attacks, which is crazy.
It wasn't a particularly balanced game.
No, not at all.
It was more about selling toys.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, Kadabra has always been my favorite one. He's my hard carry. Yeah,
right.
Sammy's favorite Pokemon is Gengar, which is pretty sick.
Solid.
It's so common for people to be like, Charizard or whatever. It's like, okay, I mean,
Pikachu.
that's cool. Yeah, Pikachu, Eevee, whatever. It's like, all right.
Okay, hold on.
What's your favorite Pokemon?
When did the Eevee obsession show up? Because like when
It's more modern.
Is it? Okay,
Yeah.
does Eevee feature really prominently in like modern shows and stuff or something? Or like
I don't know, but I know they pushed it a lot more. Like there's a ton more Eevee evolutions now.
Oh dude, too. And like when I I got this like Pokemon find and seek like book for my kids. Some relative gave it to us or something. It was all like Eevee. I was like, Eevee, who cares about Eevee? I thought it's all Pikachu and like Charmander and Charizard and whatnot.
There's also like communities that kind of form behind different Eevees.
Tumblr, says Crystal.
Well, Tumblr I think was largely because Sylveon is a lot of people in the trans community because Sylveon has the trans colors have bannered behind Sylveon.
Oh.
But then like similarly, there's like other Pokemon for reasons people like Vaporeon. There's other stuff going on. But Eevee got more popular like way later on.
Okay, I would need to be reminded.
Sprites, let's go.
I need to be reminded of all the original Pokemon before I could pick a favorite.
I also really like Pidgeotto.
I was about to say I low-key loved my Pidgeot.
They're actually awesome.
Yeah, by like late game Pidgeot is actually pretty solid. I actually kind of loved my Raticate.
I like that. I don't like Raticate, but I like that you like Raticate. I think that's cool. The Niddos are pretty sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Kadabra! Let's go! I was a huge fan of Geodude.
Did not love this.
Catching early Geodudes? Yeah, me neither. Not really.
Didn't care about that. Geodude is sick when you first recruit him.
Yeah, exactly.
Like he just will one hit basically
just
anything.
Dunks.
Just hit so
and
hard.
He'll take so little damage from so many things.
Okay, I love horses, so therefore I immediately love Ponyta, but I just didn't really need it because by the time you get this, I think you have like a pretty solid.
Is that even in blue? I thought we had Growlithe.
Maybe not.
I don't remember which one. There's some Pokemon that aren't. You have to trade for them.
I think you can. Maybe you might fight a trainer or something that has.
You
it, though.
definitely do. There's the gamblers that have them. Those little old guys. They like their Ponytas. Don't ask why.
Man, there's more than I remember there being.
There's a Rhyhorn and Choyer in chat. That's based. That's a based favorite Pokemon.
These fighting guys are pretty cool, but I never really bothered with them. Blah 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 blah. I just really liked the design for this one. I don't think I ever had one.
They're cool. Man, I wish they did more with Ditto over the years.
And you'd have to have a heart of stone to not love Snorlax.
Very true.
Yeah, you know what? If I had to pick...
I really dislike a lot of the modern systems. I've often talked about how a lot of the modern Pokemon systems just make it feel like Digimon to me.
I don't even know what Digimon
Mega
is.
Mode EX I don't like it. But but I do think Gigantamax Snorlax is awesome. The fact that he's just still sleeping on the road and just stuff grew on him, hilarious. But then they do stuff that's like, you might actually like this. Gigantamax Meowth is just he's just like buildings tall.
It's all very Power Rangers-y to me. I think that was probably my first exposure to like Japanese style fighting media.
Yeah.
Where the fight has 3 stages every time. You fight the putties, and then you fight the boss, and then you both level up and you fight again, and all of the foreplay was completely unnecessary.
Yeah, that's totally, yeah. Now there's megas and all this other junk. It gets a little ridiculous. And like, okay, I know anytime you make it compare, like you look at new Pokemon and you're like, why is there keys? Why is a set of keys a Pokemon? And people go, yeah, well, you can look at Gen 1 and there's like some silly garbage as well.
Is there though?
Porygon?
What's Porygon?
He's yeah.
Sorry, what's it called?
Porygon?
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't think that's Gen 1.
Yeah, yes.
How do I spell it?
Porygon. 100% Gen 1.
Oh, this. What is this?
This is my point. He's just like...
Oh, he's a duck.
He's just
he's a duck.
Some shapes.
No, he's a duck. He's a racist duck.
What are some other silly Gen 1 Pokemon?
There aren't really that many. I mean, I think
But my thing is like, for the most part, it was like, this is a mouse, except it's electric. Hooray.
Yeah.
Machoke is just like a jacked guy.
He's a jacked, like, kind of, well, okay, yeah.
Mr. Mime is just a creepy
kind of
guy.
Yeah. And, like, the gas one is, like, so that we could have, like, a gaseous thing, obviously.
I have no problem with Ghastly, personally. I
thought Ditto was kind of, like, random.
Magnemite is just magnets.
What's the one that's,
Magneton
like...
is just a lot of magnets.
Yeah.
But I think like I am very cool with things like Onyx. It's a bunch of rocks in a row. Neat. Geodude, it's a single rock. It has arms for some reason. I don't care. Neat. I like stuff like that. I don't like this is a space demon. Like I don't want that.
I'm just glad we're all passionate about it.
Yeah.
I'm glad people have things to be excited about.
Like what is that? Why is that a Pokemon?
I think it's a lobster. What are these called? Lobster, eagle, scorpion.
Does that as a Gen 1 onlyer, does that feel like it belongs in Pokemon?
No.
Yeah, exactly. That's my problem with some of the new stuff.
And I will always be a Gen 1 onlyer because I'm sorry, but I just cannot be arsed to collect them all more than 151 things.
So many more.
Nope.
How many Pokemon are there total?
They just don't exist to me. There's 151 Pokemon. You're welcome.
So for the delusional people that think there's more than 151,
yeah,
there's apparently 1,025.
That's crazy. It makes no sense.
That is crazy.
There's 121.
51.
151.
Mm-hmm.
No, you know what? Forget it. There's 121.
We're chopping 30 of them off.
Anything I had to trade for doesn't count.
Oh, man. Okay, how many people did we just bother? 152 Missigno. I like that.
Oh, that's no.
I like that.
No,
I like that.
no, the
I like
glitch
that.
doesn't count.
I like that.
Glitch, please.
My delusion is that there's 152.